Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the DCHL Outsider Podcast. With our new format that we promised, with our special guest that we promised, we are bringing you none other than DCHL rising star Claude Williams. Claude, how you doing?
Doing all right. It's good to be here.
Ooh, we tried to get you last week, had a couple hiccups here. I said I will not make that mistake again, so we're going to jump right to it here. Claude plays on the team now known as the Midnight Ryders, rocking the purple uniforms right now. Claude designed the uniform. What was the thought process that went into coming up with the logo and all that?
So the thought process was actually before the season, just in case Suds had an extra team coming up, I actually created a bunch of logos. Turned out that Suds didn't ask for my advice and has had that stupid name Species 5618. So it was really horrible. If you're not a Star Trek fan, you don't get the reference, and even still, I'm like, the Humans is a really dumb name. So I actually talked with Aubrey when you had a bunch of logos. The Midnight Ryders was actually inspiration of a song by a band called the Allman Brothers. It was a song I wanted to name Midnight Ryders.
Allman Brothers. I love the Allman Brothers. I look like Dwayne Allman, so I love the band. Midnight Ryders, Jessica, Soul Shine. Everyone give Soul Shine a listen to. It'll make your day.
Yeah, for sure. So, I was looking through all that, decided that was, the team decided that was the one. Took a lot of hard work. Because the original logo, Aubrey wanted to add purple to it, so I had to go back and redo the whole entire logo to add purple to it. Suds suggested we should add a Y to it, so I had to go back and redo a Y. Eventually, I'm happy with the overall product.
It's a sweet uniform. We did put it on the Facebook page. It looks awesome. I believe Austin Keach was modeling the uniform right there. So, what's it like being on the expansion team right now?
Dude, it's awesome because, I guess you can say that there isn't too much expectations, as I say, so it's a little bit easier to play. You expect more out of yourself than other people expect out of you. It's also awesome because it was a little hard in the beginning. Not many of us knew who we played. Not many of us played with each other. To come together and be able to do the stuff we're doing is just really tremendous job. All of us, just knowing all of our strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, I mean, right now you guys are, you're middle of the pack right now, which is, not bad. The team had a bit of a, I don't want to say a rough start, but they, some learning experiences, and yeah, I think you guys are doing pretty good right now. You are, you won your last. You lost the Pumpkins.
Unfortunately.
Before that, you beat the Hockey Dead. That was a big win.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys are currently 3-4-1. 3-4-1. So that's
exactly
almost 500 right there, which is pretty good. The rec division's really tight, so you expect that out of a lot of teams. Who on the team do you love playing with the most right now?
Dude, it's so hard to pick. There are two guys in general that I just really love. One is Honorbon. He's just a really great guy. Every time I'm just down low looking for a guy and I can't find anyone in the slot, he's always just right there. Great pass to him, always at the point. He's a great shot. Other guy I love is Corey. He just is just so energetic. I don't exactly know how old he is, but he seems like a younger me, if you will.
Younger you.
Which is pretty young.
He's like, you're pretty young yourself, Claude. So.
Yeah. But,
you have not earned the privilege to say a younger version of you. You're too young to begin with.
Maybe a year younger.
When you hit 30, you can say a younger version of me. You haven't hit your prime yet, Claude. Come on.
All right. So he's definitely a younger player. And he just has that fire, that you just really want to have a teammate. He's very energetic. He still has a long way to go, a couple of stuff to learn, but he's really that kind of guy. And it's really just been a really cool team to play with.
Cool. That's good so far. You also play at the Gwendolyn, at the Gwendolyn Plex or the Gwendolyn Group, whatever you want to call it. What is your best experience right now at Gwendolyn so far?
My best experience?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, 'cause I have so many great experiences.
Give me one of your many.
One of my many. All right, I'll probably pick the first time I scored a goal.
Okay.
I think that was the first time I ever scored a goal in general. I didn't even score a goal when I played soccer back in the day in the elementary school. But I remember the play so well. It was a broken play and everything. I literally just took the ball and I just snapped it home, and it was just like it was one of the better feelings I had. There was actually definitely.
Do you remember who you scored against?
Anton, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's a great goaltender, by the way.
Yeah, that's not a bad first goal right there.
Yeah. There was one poor night, I think Dennis remembers it, where I scored 6 goals. And unfortunately, for Dennis, they were all on Dennis, including the last one. I was trying to pass to my teammate, and there was one of the worst ones as a goalie that can just happen. There's nothing you can do about it. Hit the back of his leg and went into the back of the net. I'm pretty sure it's one.
You take him how you get him.
Yeah, exactly. But there was just so many great memories of that place. There are bad memories where you have bad nights, but there was just rare and uncommon. Even in those bad nights, I still don't have a bad day. I come back home. David, captain of the Gwendolyn Blue Knights, love him, awesome dude. Gives me kind enough to give me rides home, and we just like talk about stuff. And it's just like that. Those guys right there is a huge family. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
All right. Well, speaking of trading it for the world here, we're going to give you a 2-minute, 2-minute power play here. We're going to start off though. Our first question, speaking of trading it for the world, right now, who is your favorite Washington Capitals player?
TJ Oshie.
TJ Oshie. All right.
Yeah.
With that in mind, starting now, who would you trade TJ Oshie for in the NHL?
Ooh. Who would I trade TJ Oshie for in the NHL? I don't know. that one's hard. Like, man.
All right. We're gonna reset here. All right. So for any of these questions, since you're from the area, you cannot use any Washington or Baltimore-based teams. Okay, it has to all be any other team.
All right.
Okay. Who's your favorite non-Capitals hockey team?
Favorite non-Capitals hockey team. Man, it's one of those like you know the answer, but as soon as someone asks you just pull a complete blank.
All right, how about this? What was the last thing you ate this week?
Last thing I ate this week. Well, a couple minutes earlier, I had a burger.
All right, what kind of burger? What you have on it?
Lettuce, a little bit of mayonnaise. I don't know if that was a good idea.
I avoid the mayonnaise. Yeah. What hand do you shoot with?
Right.
Right-handed.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on rollerblades?
Not playing hockey.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do any skating whatsoever. I've tried.
Welcome to my world. What's your favorite sport outside of hockey?
My favorite sport, football.
Who's your favorite football player of all time?
Of all time, I have to say Doug Williams. He was one of those guys who was just
Super Bowl MVP. Was it Super Bowl 23?
No, I want to say 40 something. You might be right. It might be 23.
There's no way I'm right.
Probably not, but
I used to know all the old Super Bowl MVPs back in the day. I'm gonna have to figure this one out. Super Bowl 22. I was so close.
Oh, it's close. You were close.
Close. They beat the Broncos 40-10 that game. That was a beatdown.
It's a comeback too. Apparently, the Broncos were actually winning that game first.
Broncos were up 10-0, and then Redskins scored 35 points in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Broncos were favored to win that game by 3. They lost by 32. That's a hell of a win.
It really is.
Who's your favorite current player?
Favorite current player? No. I will say Patrick Mahomes. He's doing a phenomenal job right now. I just love watching him. Yeah.
You like your quarterbacks.
Yeah. I picked someone the Redskins, but that's a little hard to pick. I don't think anyone's doing too well right now.
All right. What's your favorite candy bar, Claude?
Favorite candy bar? Used to be Paydays. I'm gonna go with Hershey now.
Just regular Hershey?
Yeah.
Paydays are the one with all the peanuts in it? That's it.
Yeah, I used to do that before work. Used to give me like a nice little energy boost and everything. Can't really that much anymore.
What's your favorite non-Capitals hockey team? Come on, you got to give me an answer for this one.
think I'm gonna have to go with Vegas, maybe. Vegas is.
That's a great safe answer. No one's gonna falter for that one.
Right.
Who's your favorite all-time Washington Capital?
Favorite all-time.
All-time.
I could just go classic and say Alex Ovechkin. Yeah, I'm just gonna go classic there and just say that.
Ovechkin. Okay, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna give you. What is the hockey team that you do not want to play against in the rec division right now? Assume you make the finals. What team do you not want to play against in the finals?
What team do I not want to play against? Man, that's hard because the thing for me, all it matters like no matter.
Why do you think like Joe Shai asks hard questions, Claude? Every question is hard. Yeah, I'm not giving you softballs here. Come on.
Right, for me, it's only hard because I think that if I put my mind to it, I can try to defeat anyone I want to. I'm gonna say the First Ladies. They're a very physical, very rough team to play against, and you just do one mistake, and next thing you know, the ball's in the back of the net, just not on their net, it's on the back of your net. So I'm gonna pick the First Ladies for this one.
So all I'm gonna say is you play the First Ladies in the last week of the season.
Yeah.
So you will get a good chance to see how you match up and maybe get some experience for playing them in case you make the finals right now.
All right. Well, now I'm focused on getting a little bit of vengeance after the last game. It was my birthday. Decided to spoil it by beating us 7-1. Bad memories.
That was a strange game. It happened, but I believe the week after that. The week before that, you had beaten Street Shark 7-1.
Right. Exactly.
So that's what swings both ways here. But yeah, that was strange. One week you got it on top, next week you're on the bottom right there. So that shows you any team can beat any other team badly any given day.
Exactly.
So that is pretty cool right there. I like the way the rec division's really shaping up right there. Streaming. Claude, you're the newest streamer in the league. We gotta get this going. We gotta get you set up with all the stuff on the camera phone. We gotta get all that going. What games would you like to stream if given the option?
I would definitely say any of the Gwendolyn games. It's not just because
you have a bias towards Gwendolyn, Claude.
Maybe, but I definitely just love watching them play. It's especially because a lot of us play at Gwendolyn, so they always just have that teamwork, that chemistry. Yeah. It can't be beat. I would say.
You also know all their names too.
Yeah, that's true. Also, it makes it so much easier. It makes it so much easier when everyone in the league has like a name and number on the back of the jersey. You know everyone's name. It's worse when you see like that guy you just don't know. It's like that guy has it, and I just don't know who it is.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say Sunday, the 21st, which is coming up this Sunday. You play at 11 a.m. Following that, the Gwendolyn Gladiators play the Crazy Eights.
Ooh, that's a be a good game.
Yes, this game is even more exciting because the Crazy Eights have some Gwendolyn players on there. They have Aaron, Sam, and Alec. You know those guys. They got Ben on the team. You're familiar with them. There's some Gwendolyn players who are on the Crazy Eights here. So I don't want to get too excited. Do you think we're going to stream that game together maybe? You'll be there. I'll make sure to be there early.
Dude, that's a game I would love to watch. I would love to stream that game with you.
All right, we're doing it. It's in the books. Claude and I are going to be streaming the Gladiators at 11:55 against the Crazy Eights here.
Yep, everyone's clear the schedules right now. You cannot miss that game.
That's going to be exciting. And this is that's a pretty big game right there because Gwendolyn is in second place right now, and the Crazy Eights are in fourth. But if the Crazy Eights win, they will jump from fourth to second.
Ooh,
that win.
Yeah.
So this is a big game for both teams. And if the Gladiators win, they will put themselves in position for a bye in the first round, and they might actually be able to pass the First Ladies for first overall in the standings right now. So I think we got to stream that.
We definitely do. We definitely do.
We're doing it. So you heard it here first. We will be streaming that game right there. And for those who are interested, it is Gladiators, Crazy Eights, followed by Arabian Nights Goonies, followed by Arabian Nights IPA. So that's back-to-back Gwendolyn action right there. Jeez. I don't know how much we're going to be able to stream, but for all the Gwendolonians out there who do love the coverage, if you want to watch the stream, let us know. and maybe we'll try to do all 3 games. We'll see what we can do. If the crowd wants it, we will do it. I know we get Claude. Maybe we'll try to get Adam Marcus in for a game. We'll see what we can grab. This would be fun. We got to stream a game. I've been looking for this for a while.
Yeah, me too.
So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited because I know you streamed games in the past with the Street Sharks, and it'd be nice to get you to do other games and things like that. So I mean, I've only heard good things. So let's keep that going and get you doing some more Gwendolyn games, because that would be exciting.
All right, for sure, definitely.
So now we're gonna go back to some more Claude questions here. Let's keep him on his toes with some tough ones. Let's go hockey. What position do you like to play the most?
Left wing.
Left wing, and you're right-handed, so that's the way I like doing it. Left-handers on the right wing, righties on the left wing. Easy one-timers.
Exactly.
What's your favorite shot? Slap shot, wrist shot?
Depends on the situation. I love practicing slap shots. I'm shooting nothing but wrist shots though when it comes to game time.
Yeah, I know. That's how it is with everyone. I want to shoot a really good slap shot. I never get a chance. It's always wrist shot, wrist shot, wrist shot. Oh man. So what is your goal for the rest of this season? What's your goal next season at Rockville for DCHL?
Well, my goal right now, at least get established as it always is with every season. I'm gonna say I want to win a championship. I don't think anyone would say otherwise. If they do, I don't think they're in the right spot for competition. But even if we don't win a championship, just to have a good playoff run for this season for our team, I think that will say some progress. Because, like you said, we're an expansion team. And like I said earlier, people don't expect much from us. So at the very least, let's just have a deep playoff run. Next season for sure. If we can't get a championship done this season, definitely next season. Which would be a lot better than we are right now with a lot of the pieces coming in. And so for sure, definitely next season, but at least by next season, have a cup in hand.
That is interesting right there. Speaking of championships, I'm going to call you out on this one. No one says because you're an expansion team, we got low expectations. That's a pretty decent roster you guys got.
Yeah, that's true.
You, Anderban's on it, Chris Zupa's on it, Sam Berkeley's on it, Austin and Melissa, Aubrey, the 3 Keaches are on it. You got some players who are on it. Kent just played some games. Paula Jordan. I mean, there's some known players on this team. This isn't like all rookies. Then you also got you got some new players. Tabby, she's only played a couple games. She's really good.
She really is.
She is gonna help. Excuse me. She can help the team a lot. So I do not think that anyone is counting you guys out, and I also think that this division's wide open. I think any team has a chance. But speaking of championships, I heard that you were on a Russian Machine Never Breaks championship team. Is that true?
Yes.
And when was this? When was this?
This was literally last year. So
last year.
So your boy is looking to go back to back.
Yes, and speaking of that tournament, it is when?
It is this Saturday, October 20th.
October 20th. And that tournament's also going to be streamed. So if you want to see Claude and a bunch of other exciting hockey players looking to take home the Obi's Missing Tooth trophy, you got to get in on this. Watch the stream. Come out to the Sportsplex and watch. This is sponsored by the Russian Machine Never Breaks blog, I guess. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not the biggest Caps fan. But, I'm doing my best to help with the streaming and all that. So, yeah, we can see Claude maybe go back-to-back here, lift that Missing Tooth trophy. Yep. So do you have any idea what team you're on?
No, not yet. Not until Suds releases those good old rosters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any more spots available, but if you're interested in playing, get a hold of Suds, let him know that you are, if there's any spots available or standby or anything like that. But it should be really cool. I'm pumped. I've never seen one of the tournaments before. I've always missed them, so I'm excited to see what this is all about. Do you have any advice for the newcomer who's never had any tournament experience at Russian Machine Never Breaks? What are your memories from last year?
My memories from last year, I remember having a nice spiritual moment with God because when I'm late for the tournament and I was afraid I was gonna show up and nothing good was gonna happen out of it. Definitely it was nice because I got there at a good time. We got the team together. Actually, ended up going undefeated in the round robin.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure. The one thing, if I would have given advice for a new guy that was playing in there, I would say, listen, no, this is a great tournaments are a great way to get introduced to the league. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Go out there, have fun, do your job and stuff like that, but nothing. Don't take anything too seriously. Go out there, just have a good time.
Gotcha. Do you remember who was on your team? I'm trying to pull up one of the pictures from it. I cannot for the life of me find it right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There's two guys I remember: Michael Lindenbaum and Patrick Norris. Those are the only two guys I remember. I remember we had a lot of people that have that either never played in a league or never even played hockey before that sort of to a league, which is great because just like we were talking with the newcomers, like listen, these guys have never played hockey before. We end up winning the championship, so if we can do it, you guys can definitely do it. So just come out and just have some fun.
It's nice to get a good mix of, say, newer players, people experienced with the league, and everyone in between there. Kind of brings people together, makes it kind of a fun experience. You get to meet a lot of new people and kind of see how it goes.
Exactly.
So, beyond that, I'm trying to pull up a trophy here. That's one of the divisions. I don't see you in that one. Probably in the other one. We will have to get this because I need to see who Claude was playing with, winning the Missing Tooth trophy. That's such a weird trophy.
It really is, but
Let me think. Do you have any random hockey advice to give to anyone out there?
Random hockey advice to anyone out there?
Yeah, from your experience. Got it.
Like I said, whatever you do, have fun with it. Don't take anything too seriously, but most importantly, always keep working on your craft. These guys come in, they'll sometimes play a quick game and they won't go back and see what they did wrong and see what they did right. It's definitely you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself because, like we said, we do this for recreation, we do this for fun and stuff like that. But you definitely want to always see where you could have done something better, where you could have improved in. That means, as Joe Abbott keeps telling me, less dances, more chances. So don't keep going around with the ball. If you
dances, more chances?
Less dances, more chances.
That's no fun. I want to dance.
We always have a joke about that where I say, me and Joe are going to make a mixtape and it's going to be called Less Dances, More Chances.
I love it.
I don't know how well it's going to sound, but he's telling me stuff like that. He's telling me keep constantly moving around, trying to find where the open space is. And to be honest, those stuff has helped me, become a better hockey player. When you go back and you look at what you could have done right and what you did right, and what you could have done better, not necessarily wrong, just see where you could have done better, you become a great hockey player. But, just, like I said, have fun, learn what you're doing, what you did right and what you did wrong, and let the rest, just happen.
Okay. So, I kind of like that advice, use the, keep moving. Do you think that, moving without the ball is a lot easier than moving with the ball?
Moving without the ball, usually moving with the ball.
Moving with or moving without? Moving with the ball, you're stick handling, trying to make moves. Moving without the ball, you're trying to, create space and not just kind of statically stand there and get bored, get covered, and take yourself out of a play.
I would definitely say, sometimes without it, because with it you can't really focus too much on what you're doing. Without it, you kind of see how everything is going on at the moment. Yeah. You kind of see the play develop and see what you need to do.
Okay. That's interesting. So you think in a game time situation, do you want to be the guy with the ball making the moves, or you want to be the guy who's getting open, ready to take that shot?
Guy who's getting ready to make that shot. A bunch of guys like Glenn can tell you that the best ways I score off of positioning. I always know where I need to be. I always know the right position. Stuff like that. I have decent stick handling, but I can't really exactly always be that guy to, score on a breakaway and stuff like that. It's always best I'm in the right position, so I'm always moving around. Where's this guy going? Where's that guy going? How can I pull the defense away from the guy who has the ball right now? How can I get into that passing area? That's what I really excel at.
So what is your biggest strength on the floor?
I would definitely say my speed.
Okay.
I'm fast. Yeah, I'm definitely faster than most. It's not. I won't say than all. I think, especially when I was here, one of the games you were streaming with the Black Knights, I think you definitely had Zeke beating me there, and I'd say that's pretty accurate. Alec is pretty fast also on the Crazy Eights and the Gwenland Gladiators, but
I was gonna say, I know. Yeah. Who's faster, you or Alec?
Unfortunately, Alec. I'm getting there, though. I'm going too much.
Right now, he's faster, but you're catching up.
I'm catching up. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm on that treadmill. I'm doing my squats. I'm like, this dude's not beating me in another foot race.
Right now, what is your biggest weakness as a hockey player?
My biggest weakness.
This one's always harder to answer. This one's always harder.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I would say it's probably the same thing that I was saying that Joe's trying to help me out with a lot of stuff, and that's sometimes moving around. You think you're in the right spot, so sometimes you just plant yourself there. And that makes it really easy for the defense to pick off. If you're just like saying, I'm open, and you're just like standing there, that's when you have like 3 defenders all just tackling you at once, and it's just like, and there's no way you're getting the ball, and you're still standing there, and now your team is like, they have no idea who to pass to, because no one else is moving either. So you really just sometimes take yourself out of play when you just stand there, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So I definitely say that's probably one of my weakest parts. Got
you. What is the one area you would like to best improve on, excluding the whole standing still kind of thing?
I would say it's a tie between stick handling as well as shooting. There were days when there were times with my stick handling where I get an open play, and there's other times where I literally take myself out of the play. Like I'll have a play like open, ball will just fly off my stick, and there's is no way I'm getting it back, or at the very least the play is just broken up. So yeah, that's one of the big ones, as well as my shooting. Like I said, I don't take many slap shots. When I do, during warm-ups, perfect. Even on the goaltender, perfect. As soon as I get into the game, they're always going wide or they're going high. If I can just fix that, just calm myself down before I take that shot. Like, listen, Claude, like if you want to make it, you just calm down, keep it low. You've done this a million times. Take that shot. At the very least, make it hit the goaltender.
You hit the goalie, you'll get a bunch of rebounds if you play your cards right.
Exactly.
So, all right. Who's your favorite player? I'm struggling here. Who's your favorite player to play against?
That's hard. There's been a couple. Two was one of my favorite people because she was very physical. Kept me on my toes a lot. Which is good because I actually kind of like a little bit more of a physical game. I know that, we don't go too crazy with the contact. This is a non-second league and I don't want to hurt somebody, but, getting a little bit more, rougher is stuff I like. So she was definitely one of my favorites. And same reason why Sam was for a while also. Actually just got back from, playing a little bit earlier with him and he was very great on defense also.
Okay. What player do you enjoy the most? What player do you enjoy the most being around who has given you the best experience at hockey?
Dude, that's tough because there's so many.
I know you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. Only one.
I know. Man, that is hard. I'm gonna say Joe Abbott. For the same reasons that he's been a really great mentor and a really great coach in the past couple of years. Really just helps me with a lot more of my hockey game and it's really improved with the stuff he's taught me.
Okay, Joe Abbott getting a lot of shout-outs here. We gotta stop. We're gonna impose a new rule starting now that Joe Abbott gets no more shout-outs. Okay, no more. We're gonna feed that ego. He's gonna come walking around next week. He'll have on a hat backwards. He'll have on sunglasses. He'll act like he's the man because everyone's giving him shout-outs. Let's not feed Joe Abbott's ego anymore. Come on, let's not do this. No, Joe Abbott's a great guy, captain of the Gladiators. Just doing a good job. He's really bringing it for Gwendolyn as well. So I am excited to see where Gwendolyn's going to end up in terms of playoffs right now.
Right.
They're doing good in all their teams. It's they're doing a good job building players and developing talent, and we're definitely seeing that with the first wave of talent that really kind of hit the league was a lot of their female players where they developed very well, good ability position wise, good stick handling, good shooting. And now we're starting to see it with a lot of the male players starting to step up more. Sam, Aaron, Ben, Joe Abbott, you, I'm probably forgetting a couple of people, but that's okay. Alec, of course, so Gwendolyn's putting out a lot of good talent and I see a good future for all their teams. I mean, you just look right now. I mean, they're D3 team. That's the first time they've, first time that a lot of the players have played D3 right now, and they're in second place. They've only got 2 losses, and they're both to the undefeated Goonies. So that's a pretty big statement. They're beating everyone else. They're doing a great job right there. So I would be very excited to be a Gwendolonian right now. So, Claude, as we wrap this up, do you have any parting statements, comments, questions, answers, anything? Where do you see yourself hockey-wise in 5 years?
Hockey-wise in 5 years. Man. See myself as just being great, I think that's been my motivation for many things.
Great, buddy.
Well, thank you. But, just greater than I am right now. I think throughout my life. Yeah,
I will say, I don't want to brag, but I had the honor and the privilege of, I went to the Gwendolyn hockey place and played with them the first time, and I was on Claude's team, and Claude had some pretty sweet goals. He made me look bad. I was not pretty sweet as much as he was, but it was a blast. I got to play with Claude, got to play with who else was on the team? Juliet was on that team. It was fun. There was a lot of good players, and it was a great experience. I finally got to play on Claude's team, and he's the one who got all the goals.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to do it again now.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'd love to have you. Yeah. And just for anyone else out there, invitation for everyone else is there as well. We got a lot of people that come, but always room for more guys.
All right. I'll do it. So we are gonna wrap this up here. This was a great interview with Claude here. So as we said earlier, we're going to be streaming some games on Sunday. Check out the Gwendolyn's versus Crazy Eights game. Claude's going to be doing some streaming for the league as well, so we are going to try to list games we're going to be streaming, games that Claude's going to be doing, games that everyone else is doing. If you're interested in streaming, let us know. Tell Claude, tell me, tell Suds. Let someone know. Yeah, I even say I want to be a special guest on a in between periods interview or something like that. Just get involved. It's really fun, and I'm really glad that glad you're interested in doing it, and hopefully we can grow this and just have more fun doing it. And I don't know, it's a real blast, and I'm excited to call a game with you on Sunday. Finally, I've been looking forward to this for a while. The same thing with Adam Marcus. I said, let's do it. Couldn't finally get our schedules synced up forever. Finally did it. It was awesome. Claude, we got it synced up. It's going to be right after your game. You're going to be there. I just got to get out of bed before noon, and it'll be golden. So, Claude, thank you so much for doing the interview. It was a blast.
It really was.
Check out Claude as he plays with the Midnight Ryders in the Rec Division, and let's see if the Riders can take on the championship in their first season, folks. Get out there, watch the games. Tweet them some love. Tweet the Riders some love right here, folks.
Yeah, you all better.
Because if you don't, he's going to talk smack about you on the streams. That's right. All right, man. Thanks for having. I screwed that up. Thanks for joining us, and by us I mean I. This was a blast. We got to do it again. So
sure, definitely.
Let's plan on doing this in the future. Let's plan on having a blast on the streams. Let's do that.
Yep.
And then all right, we'll go from there, man. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye. All right, folks, and now we are back with the game review part of the podcast. We're changing it up here. Hopefully, the interview with Claude was great. It was the best part, but now we got some scores to bring you right now. We've got some RHL action. RHL in the house. We had games from October 15th, which is Monday, if you're keeping track. We had right now to start Hurricanes against Little Big Men right now. This was a 6-6 tie. We had Little Big Men brought it with shots. Hurricanes came up big when they needed to. Dennis Owen led the scoring for Hurricanes with 4 goals and an assist, and Joe S had 5 goals for Little Big Men as this game was a 6-6 tie to start off. Speaking of ties, Blades of Steel against the High Rollers, not to be confused with the DCHL High Rollers. We had a 7-7 game right now. Jeff BAB with 4 goals and 1 assist for 5 points. High Rollers got a bit of a mix there. Ian for High Rollers had 4 assists as well as 2 goals right there. Yes, we are always looking for roller hockey, liaisons. Anyone who's interested in talking about the game, scores, recaps, anything like that. And we will gladly have you on and see what's going on. We had Rough Riders against That's What She Said. That was That's What She Said won 9-5. 6-0 in the second half, so they really brought it. She said comeback is what she said. 5 goals for Kevin KLI. Let it for that's what she said. And Fez had 30 saves in net for the win. And last but not least, we had the Stanley Capitals 8, Wheelers 5. Capitals got 4 goals from Anthony and 2 from Jeff to get the win. Lou had a hat trick for the Wheelers in the loss. This was a matchup. Bill Enright gets the win over Dennis. I believe they were traded for each other last year, and it looks like the Capitals got the better of that bargain last night only. We'll see how it goes next time they meet up. So that was our quick little roller recap. And anyone who's roller wants to get on the podcast, wants to help out, let us know. Glad to have you. MDHL action. We had TNT 4 against Crease Crashers 1. Greg Kessler out scoring for the Crashers, but then it was Alex Ortiz, Brittany Thorpe, Chris Thorpe again. I believe Chris had 2 empty netters there, doing not much work, but getting credit for the goals right there as TNT remains undefeated. And look like they are going to have a stranglehold on this division right now. We had Green Monkeys Blade Runners 2-2 tie. Kate and Josh Griffiths scored for Green Monkeys, but Blade Runners brought it at the end. Simon scored. Simon says goal. And Allison Rapp with another goal. Allison Rapp has scored a lot recently, doing a good job. Tied up for the Blade Runners. That's a big point for Blade Runners to steal from Green Monkeys here. We had Rogue One-Timers Puck Mafia. One-Timers end up winning this game 3-1. Smooth Lou Fontek with an unassisted goal, followed by Joe Horde. Meg Fontaine scored, and Puck Mafia scored one late. Dan got one late, but was just too little too late right there. Puck Mafia still looking good. Rogue One-Timers got a much-needed win here. So this will be an exciting rec division, as we say. We had Gwendolyn Black Knights against the Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang showing their dominance right now. We had a 5-1 win here for Wu-Tang. Matt Kelly, 3 goals. Big hat trick for him right there. It just shows, every week there's going to be a different player on Wu-Tang who's going to beat you. So Matt had 3 there, and that's a big game for him. Andrew Witt had the only goal for the Gwendolyn Black Knights, so meow to you too. We had Islanders Lucky Pucks. This game was unreal, folks. We had a 4-3 game here. Lucky Pucks jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. Islanders tied it back up, made it 2-2. Pucks got 2 goals and made it 4-2. Islanders scored 1, and they had a lot of pressure at the end, but goaltending sub Jason Maxstein was able to step up big with some late saves and kept the Pucks ahead there. So that was a good game for Maxstein. Nice little sub effort there, and Pucks get a much needed win. All right, so we had some DCHL action here. We had Hockey Dead against the Street Sharks. Hockey Dead ended up winning 6-3. Street Sharks still struggling, trying to find their identity as they're going through a change in captaincy and all that. So we're going to see what happens there. But Hockey Dead get 2 goals and 2 assists from Anna. Big game on her part right there. That's a huge game for her. 2 goals, 2 assists. That's nothing to sneeze at right there. Slashing Pumpkins against Midnight Ryders. Excuse me. The stats keep showing up. Species 5618. I'm glad we changed that name. Awful. Midnight Ryders were unable to get this win here. Pumpkins coming up big. They're 2-0 in October. Halloween is in the air, and so are Slashing Pumpkins wins. This is where you want to get hot right now, and the Pumpkins are doing so. Matt had 2 goals for the Pumpkins. Whew, Slashing Pumpkins. I am pumped about them. I love their uniforms are very good. I love the neon orange and the neon green kind of paired together. Looks perfect, and this is the right time of the year. I love Halloween. I love Slashing Pumpkins. Let's keep it up. We had Crazy Eights against Shangri-La here. Crazy Eights, Aaron Brown, Browntown, USA. 4 goals for Aaron right here. He had a huge day. 4 goals in this game, and he come up with some goals later on. So we're gonna hear his name several times. Ben Berger's 2nd win in a row for the Crazy Eights in net. So Shangri-La still trying to find their identity right here. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully they get hot towards the playoffs, but we'll see what happens right here. I'm not gonna sleep on any team right now in this hotly contested D4 division. Speaking of D4 action, high roller stick magnets right now. This game was tight. Derek O'Halloran, 2 goals for the stick magnets here. Derek scoring left and right here. He is definitely upped his game recently, but unfortunately, High Rollers scored the last 2 goals of the game here to lift them up to a 4-3 win. Alex with 2 goals, Dimitri with 2 goals, Derek with 2 in the loss. Chris Brennan got the other one for the stick magnets right there. So great tight game right there, and that's what you expect in this division. Zambroni's Gwendolyn Knights. Speaking of tight, close games here, Zambronis and Gwendolyn kind of vying for that second, third place position right now in the standings right now. Everyone's trailing the Goonies. Aaron Brown, big goal to start off for Arabian Nights. Sam Brinker responded as well. That's 2-0 Gwendolyn. Nice first start right there. Zambronis end up getting goals from Chris Max and Joe Sharko, but Aaron comes up huge in the remaining minutes. Final minutes of the third to get his second goal of the game and lift Gwendolyn to a 3-2 win. So speaking of Gwendolyn, we had Gwendolyn Blue Knights running that one back against First Ladies Rec here. Gwendolyn had 44 shots on net. We're able to win 2-0 right now. First Ladies holding on dearly to the first spot in the rec division right now. They are tied with the Hockey Dead. They've got a game in hand. However, the Gwendolyn Blue Knights are 1 point away from jumping the First Ladies. So Gwendolyn could be first place. Gwendolyn can also Gwendolyn get their bye. Slashing Pumpkins, they're coming apart. If they win out, they might be able to get a bye too. So this is very, very close rec division right now. So we will keep you updated on what's going on. So Stingrays here. Stingrays got their first win of the season, believe it or not. We're in mid-October here, and we got Stingrays finally getting a win right now. They had a dominant performance over IPA. This might have been the game where they started to click right now. Carlos started out with a goal for IPA, but then it was just all Stingrays after that. A special shout out to Chris Day, had 3 assists. Kenny Alvarado, 2 goals, 2 assists. Steven, 4 goals, 2 assists right there. Huge 6-point game right there. That's a big game right there, and Stingrays definitely needed a confidence win. This might be their confidence win. Untouchables Jagerbombs. This was a game of who's who and who's not here at the moment right now. Both teams were shorthanded, decent amount of subs right there. Untouchables ended up behind 4-0, but they were able to regroup and in cutting that lead. They were unable to catch up as Jagerbombs ended up getting that win 6-4, and that's a big win right there for Jagerbombs, as that moves them past Untouchables for first place. But there's logjam up at the top of that division, so we'll see how the last 2 games play out, and we'll see who gets the buys. Puck U against Puck Buddies here. Speaking of games with first place on the line, the teams were tied going into this, and Puck Buddies find themselves up 1-0 in the second. Big goal Jake Berube scored. Fortunately, Puck U responds with Josh Lerner and Jake Wooler making it 2-1 Puck University. However, Sam Keeler scores to make it 2-2, and Jamie brings up a hat trick here for Puck Buddies, scoring goals 3, 4, and 5. Natural hat trick. Big response there as a 4-goal third period lifts the Puck Buddies to first place in the division right now with a couple games left. We'll see if they can hold on. We had Young Bloods All Blacks here. AJ had a good game, led off the scoring with a couple assists. Kate had a big game, 1 goal, 3 assists. Nick Brown, a couple goals. Austin scored. This was definitely all Young Bloods right there. Big game for them. They needed it, and we'll see what happens going forward here. Young Bloods get going. Heat up towards playoffs. You never know what's going to happen. All Blacks, we're trying to figure out what's going on there. I believe they are moving to D3 next season, so that'll add 6 teams in the D3 division, which is perfect. And not only that, they might be the odds-on favorite to win after that. Well, I mean, they're still not out of D2 yet, so you can't sleep on any team at any given time. These teams can get hot and they can get going. So All Blacks might be struggling right now. Don't throw in the towel. You never know what's going on. White Walkers Lizards here. Speaking of teams getting hot at the right moment, Lizards 3 wins in a row here. This was a big game here. Kevin Shea 36 save shutout. Manny and Andrew Kramer scored right now. This is the Lizards team that people were fearing at the start of the season. They're starting to all get here. They're bringing their game, developing that chemistry. This is the team I do not want to face in the playoffs. No one wants to face Lizards. This is a team that will be a buzzsaw when it comes to it. So I am afraid of Lizards, and right now I'm not saying they're the favorites to win the championship. But if you were going to bet here, Vegas has probably got them. Vegas Suds has got them to be a force to be reckoned with. Excuse me. We had Gorilla Gang Funk. This was the over/under on this game. We had a 12.5. This game was a shootout. Keith Ingram scored the first goal of the game, and no looking back, we had 7-5 at the end of the day. Bill Weeks 2 goals for Gorilla Gang. Josh Lerner hat-trick. Manny couple goals. Funk Master's got 5 different goal scorers. Alex, Jamie, Keith, Julie scored, and Dan Klein with a big goal. Not enough here. This game was very close, and this is exactly what you expect to see in the D2 division. Goals, goals, goals. So it was pretty exciting. Nicole had a very good game for Gorilla Gang. She made 35 saves, and that was enough to get there. So we had a final game of the day: Red Coats against Mercury Rising. Red Coats jumped out to an early lead. Alex Ortiz with an assisted goal, but Mercury Rising brought it here. Nick Mosier got a big goal. Kevin Stone Cipher, huge goal. That one rip on the power play from the point. And Andrew Marshall making a 3-1 game right there. Mercury Rising had 40 shots in the game. Dominic made 37 saves here for the Red Coats, keeping them in. Alex Ortiz got his second goal to make it a 3-2 game. But we had a penalty. Red Coats had a penalty. We're shorthanded. They got 2 shorthanded goals on the 2-minute penalty kill. Joe Shea and Alex Ortiz both scored, huge, and that lifts the Red Coats to a 4-3 win and one of the most exciting finishes you will see in DCHL this season right now. That was a big game for Red Coats as they were floundering in the standings. They definitely need that to keep pace, and that's a big win to take away from Mercury Rising, who were setting their sights on first place. So that is your recap. Quick, 13, knock it out nice and quick right there. We're trying to make it a bit shorter. We know people want the shorter podcast, more time on the interviews. We're leading with the interviews, doing all that. So awesome. Quick little housekeeping right now. Russian Machine Never Breaks tournament this Saturday. Check DCHL leagues out. Going to be streamed from 4 to 9. I'm going to try to stream the entire thing. I believe we're going to try to have Claude Williams stream. Joe Shea is going to be streaming. Jessica's going to be streaming. We might get Adam Marcus in there. We might get Teal in there. We're going to try to get as many people as we can to do this. We're going to get every game done as much as possible, barring any technical difficulties. We want to get as many people doing the stream as possible, as many people on stream. All the shout-outs galore. So if you want to tune in for a little bit and join us, keep us company, we'd much appreciate it. I don't know if there's still spots available. If you're interested, get a hold of Suds, let them know. A lot of great memories from the tournaments past. This is going to be my first one, so I'm excited to make my own memories. So that'll be cool. Beyond that, any interest in streaming, let us know. Check out our Facebook page, DCHL Leagues. Get all the awesome Twitter hashtags. Stay up to date with all the league news, all the stream information. New Jersey previews right now. You never know. Kind of a mixed bag there. You're gonna get some awesome. You're gonna get some interesting. And hopefully that's everything you're looking for. I think that's pretty much it right now. So, I believe that Suds is in the process of planning for next season for DCHL, MDHL. If you're interested in playing on another team or you want to, have any friends you want to bring in, let Suds know that there might be spots open. Do it now before before the spots get filled and you run out of time. So, on that note, thanks for listening. For feedback, just post on the Facebook page under the video. Post comments on YouTube. We'll get to as many as we can. Let Suds know what we can do to help out. And thank you very much for listening to this exciting episode of the podcast. We will catch you at the Russian Machine Never Breaks tournament, the 3rd annual tournament at the Rockville and Sons Sportsplex. I believe it's sold out for viewing attendance. 117,000 tickets were sold, so this will be a packed audience. If you want to play, just get a hold of Suds. And you will have hundreds of thousands of people cheering for you, including myself. Bye.